Kevin De Bruyne's story begins in Drongen, Belgium, a quaint and serene village that seems almost untouched by time. A quiet village nestled amidst the Flemish countryside, where the rhythm of life is slow and the air is filled with the scent of blooming flowers and freshly cut grass. It was here, in the heart of this tranquil setting, that a young Kevin discovered his love for football. The cobblestone streets and open fields became his playground, and the ball his constant companion. From the outset, his talent was evident. Even as a child, Kevin's feet seemed to dance with the ball, moving with a grace and precision that belied his age. He possessed an innate understanding of the game, a natural instinct that guided his every move. His eyes would light up with determination, and his focus was unwavering. His touch was exceptional, his vision remarkable. He could see plays unfold before they happened, and his passes were always on point, delivered with pinpoint accuracy. De Bruyne's childhood was imbued with the simple joy of playing football, the laughter of children, the thrill of a well-placed shot, and the camaraderie of teammates were the highlights of his days. Hours were spent honing his skills, his dedication unwavering. Whether it was raining or shining, Kevin could be found practicing, perfecting his dribbling, shooting and passing. He was a regular sight in the local park, a fixture on the grassy fields where he would play until the sun dipped below the horizon. His ball, a constant companion, was more than just an object. It was an extension of himself, a symbol of his dreams and aspirations. Even at a young age, his potential was clear. Coaches and onlookers alike could see that Kevin was not just another boy with a ball, he was a prodigy in the making. He possessed a rare combination of technical ability and tactical awareness. His mind worked in tandem with his feet, creating a synergy that set him apart from his peers. As he grew older, his passion for the game only intensified. The boy who once played for fun now trained with purpose, driven by a burning desire to excel. He joined his local club, KVV Drongen, where he began to refine his skills under the guidance of experienced coaches. It was a modest outfit, but it provided the perfect platform for De Bruyne to develop. The club's humble facilities were a far cry from the grand stadiums he would one day play in, but they were filled with heart and passion. He thrived in the club's youth system, quickly becoming one of the standout players. His performances on the pitch were nothing short of spectacular, earning him the admiration of teammates and opponents alike. His performances attracting attention from across Belgium. Scouts and coaches from larger clubs began to take notice, recognizing the extraordinary talent that was blossoming in this small village. It was clear that he was destined for greater things. The whispers of his potential began to spread, and the name Kevin De Bruyne started to be spoken with a sense of excitement and anticipation. The village of Drongen, though small, had played a pivotal role in shaping a future star. It was here that Kevin's dreams took root, nurtured by the support of his family and community. It had instilled in him a strong work ethic and a deep-rooted love for the beautiful game. The values of hard work, perseverance, and humility were ingrained in him from a young age. As he prepared to leave the familiar comfort of his hometown, De Bruyne carried with him the hopes and dreams of an entire community. The people of Drongen believed in him, and their faith was a source of strength and motivation. His journey was just beginning. The road ahead was filled with challenges and opportunities, and Kevin was ready to embrace them all with the same determination and passion that had brought him this far. The world of football awaited. From the quiet fields of Drongen to the grand stadiums of Europe, Kevin De Bruyne's story was one of talent, hard work, and an unyielding love for the game. Leaving Drongen, De Bruyne joined Ghent, a club renowned for its youth development. This move marked the beginning of a new chapter in his young career, one that would shape his future in ways he could not yet imagine. Ghent was known for its rigorous training programs and its ability to nurture young talent, and De Bruyne was eager to prove himself. It was a significant step up, but he embraced the challenge. The transition wasn't easy, the level of competition was higher, and the expectations were greater. Yet, De Bruyne thrived under pressure, showing a maturity beyond his years. He quickly adapted to the new environment, making friends and earning the respect of his teammates and coaches. His time at Ghent was marked by hard work and constant improvement. Every training session was an opportunity to learn and grow. De Bruyne was often the first to arrive and the last to leave. always looking to refine his skills. His dedication was evident in every drill, every practice match, and every piece of advice he took to heart. He trained with a quiet determination. His focus never wavered, whether it was perfecting his passing, improving his stamina, or working on his tactical understanding. De Bruyne approached each task with the same level of intensity. His coaches often remarked on his ability to stay focused, even during the most grueling sessions. Coaches at Gent quickly recognized his talent. They saw in him a player with not just skill but also the mental fortitude to succeed at the highest levels. They began to give him more responsibilities on the pitch, trusting him to lead by example. This recognition was a huge confidence boost for De Bruyne, who thrived under their guidance. They nurtured his abilities, providing him with the guidance he needed to flourish. The coaching staff at Gent was known for their ability to develop young players, and they took a special interest in De Bruyne. They worked closely with him, offering personalised training sessions and constant feedback. This nurturing environment allowed De Bruyne to grow not just as a player, but also as a person. De Bruyne, in turn, repaid their faith with consistently impressive displays. He became a standout performer in the youth teams, often being the difference maker in crucial matches. His ability to read the game, combined with his technical skills, made him a formidable opponent. His performances began to draw attention not just from within the club, but from scouts and coaches across the country. He was a dynamic presence on the pitch. His energy and enthusiasm were infectious, inspiring his teammates to raise their game. De Bruyne's versatility allowed him to play in multiple positions, and he excelled in each one. Whether he was orchestrating play from midfield or making decisive runs into the box, he was always a threat. His passing range was already becoming a potent weapon. De Bruyne had an uncanny ability to deliver pinpoint passes, whether it was a short, quick exchange or a long, raking ball that split the defense. His vision and accuracy were remarkable for someone so young, and it became clear that he had the potential to become one of the best playmakers in the game. His performances for Gent's youth teams didn't go unnoticed. Scouts from various clubs began to take an interest in the young prodigy. They saw a player with immense potential, someone who could make a significant impact at the professional level. De Bruyne's name started to circulate in footballing circles, and it was only a matter of time before bigger opportunities came knocking. He was soon attracting interest from some of Belgium's biggest clubs. The likes of Anderlecht, Club Brugge and Standard Liège were all keeping tabs on his progress. Each club saw in De Bruyne a future star, and they were eager to bring him into their fold. The interest from these top clubs was a testament to his talent and hard work. Among them was Genk, a club with a proud history of developing young talent. Genk had a reputation for giving young players the platform to shine, and they were particularly impressed with De Bruyne's performances. They believed that he had the potential to become a key player for their first team, and they were determined to sign him. In 2005, De Bruyne made the move to Genk. It was a significant step in his career, one that would open up new opportunities and challenges. The decision to join Genk was not taken lightly. It involved careful consideration and discussions with his family and mentors. Ultimately, they believed that Genk was the best place for him to continue his development. It was a decision that would prove pivotal in his development. At Genk, De Bruyne found an environment that was both challenging and supportive. The club's emphasis on youth development meant that he would receive the best possible training and guidance. This move would set the stage for his future success, providing him with the foundation he needed to reach the highest levels of the game. At Genk, De Bruyne found himself surrounded by other promising youngsters. The club's youth academy was filled with talented players, each one pushing the others to improve. This competitive environment was exactly what De Bruyne needed to take his game to the next level. He thrived on the challenge, always looking to outdo his peers and prove himself. The competition for places was fierce, but it brought out the best in him. De Bruyne relished the opportunity to compete against the best, knowing that it would only make him stronger. He developed a resilience and determination that would serve him well throughout his career. Every training session was a battle, and De Bruyne was always ready to give his all. He continued to work tirelessly, his determination to succeed burning brighter than ever. De Bruyne's work ethic was second to none, and it was clear that he was willing to do whatever it took to achieve his dreams. His coaches at Genk were impressed with his attitude and commitment, and they knew that he was destined for great things. His time at Genk was about to propel him to a whole new level. The training, the competition, and the support he received all combined to help him reach new heights. De Bruyne was no longer just a promising youngster, he was becoming a player who could make a real impact at the highest levels of the game. The world was about to take notice. De Bruyne's performances at Genk would soon catch the eye of top clubs across Europe, setting the stage for a career that would see him become one of the best players in the world. His journey was just beginning, and the best was yet to come. Genk provided De Bruyne with the perfect environment to blossom. He was given the freedom to express himself on the pitch. His creativity flourished. He became a key figure in the club's reserve team. His performances were catching the eye of the first-team coach. In 2008, at the age of 17, De Bruyne made his professional debut for Genk. It was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. The young midfielder didn't disappoint. He displayed maturity beyond his years. His passing was crisp and accurate, his vision already setting him apart. Over the next 3 seasons, De Bruyne established himself as one of the most exciting young talents in Belgian football. He helped Genk win the Belgian Pro League title in 2010-11. His performances were attracting interest from across Europe. Big clubs were circling. De Bruyne's time at Genk was a resounding success. He had developed into a complete midfielder. He could dictate the tempo of a game, create scoring opportunities for his teammates, and score spectacular goals himself. It was time for a new challenge. In 2012, De Bruyne signed for Chelsea, a club on the rise in the Premier League. The young Belgian midfielder was full of promise and potential, and his move to one of England's top clubs was seen as a significant milestone in his burgeoning career. The move to Stamford Bridge represented a significant step forward. Chelsea had just won the Champions League, and the atmosphere around the club was electric. Fans were eager to see new talents like De Bruyne integrate into the squad and contribute to the team's success. However, his time in London would be marked by frustration. Despite his undeniable talent, De Bruyne struggled to secure a place in the starting lineup. The competition for midfield spots was fierce, with established stars like Frank Lampard and Juan Mata ahead of him in the pecking order. He found himself competing with established stars. Opportunities were limited. Every training session was a battle to prove his worth, but breaking into a team filled with seasoned internationals was no easy feat. Despite the challenges, De Bruyne remained determined to prove his worth. He worked tirelessly in training, honing his skills and maintaining a positive attitude. His commitment to improvement was unwavering, even in the face of adversity. He showed glimpses of his talent in the limited game time he received. Whenever he was given a chance, De Bruyne displayed his exceptional vision and passing ability, leaving fans and pundits alike wondering why he wasn't given more opportunities. His touch and vision were evident. He had the ability to unlock defenses with a single pass, and his footballing intelligence was clear for all to see. Yet these moments of brilliance were fleeting as he continued to struggle for consistent game time. However, it wasn't enough to cement a regular place in the starting 11. The competition was simply too stiff, and De Bruyne found himself on the fringes of the squad more often than not. In search of regular football, De Bruyne agreed to a loan move to Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga. The decision was driven by his desire to play regularly and showcase his abilities on a bigger stage. It proved to be a wise decision. At Werder Bremen, De Bruyne was given the freedom to express himself and play to his strengths. The Bundesliga's style of play suited him perfectly, and he quickly became a key player for the team. In Germany, he rediscovered his form. The regular game time allowed him to build confidence and consistency, and he began to show why he was so highly rated. He was given the freedom to express himself. Unlike at Chelsea, where he was often restricted by tactical constraints, Werder Bremen allowed him to play with creativity and flair. He thrived in the Bundesliga, scoring goals and providing assists. His performances caught the eye of many, and it became clear that De Bruyne was a special talent. The loan spell at Werder Bremen was a turning point in De Bruyne's career. It was a period of growth and development, both as a player and as a person. He returned to Chelsea with a renewed sense of confidence and purpose. He returned to Chelsea a more confident and mature player. His time in Germany had taught him valuable lessons, and he was eager to apply them in the Premier League. However, his future at Stamford Bridge remained uncertain. Despite his improved form, the competition for places was still intense, and it was unclear whether he would be given the chance to shine. He was determined to prove himself at the highest level. De Bruyne knew that he had the ability to succeed, and he was willing to work harder than ever to make his mark. A move away from Chelsea beckoned. It was a difficult decision, but one that De Bruyne felt was necessary for his career. It was time for a fresh start. De Bruyne's journey was far from over, and he was ready to take the next step in his career wherever that might lead him.